In this video, I'm going to break down the three main benefits of building out an analytics portfolio. Then, at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you about a way you can build an analytics portfolio for free. Then also give you some ideas on how to get this analytics portfolio started. So stay tuned. Hey guys, it's John David with How to Get an Analytics Job. Before we get into the meat and bones of the video, I need to give a shout out to our channel sponsor, which is HQ Greensboro. I'm currently sitting in HQ Greensboro right now, actually. I've been working out of this co-working space for the past 3 years, and it's been amazing for not only meeting new clients, but I've actually met a couple business partners here as well. So if you're ever in downtown Greensboro, you should definitely at least give HQ Greensboro a tour. So now let's get into it. So what are the three main benefits of building out an analytics portfolio? Well, the first, and I would say the biggest benefit of building out an analytics portfolio is that it provides you with an opportunity to showcase your analytics abilities. Now, when you're in an interview trying to get an analytics job, usually you just have to tell them about your past experiences and then talk through the projects you worked on and then how you thought about them. But when you build out a portfolio, you have something very concrete to point to. So you can say, yep, this is a sample sales dashboard that I built, and here's how I'm thinking about it. It also gives you an opportunity to showcase your learning ability. If you've learned an analytics tool and then have built out a portfolio, then they can have confidence that you know how to learn a new tool. And they're not going to be worried if you get thrown into an unfamiliar environment. The second main benefit, which is very much related to the first, is it helps you showcase your critical thinking ability as well. Like I was just talking about with the sales dashboard. Not only can you show that you can build out a dashboard, you have the technical chops to actually implement that. You know where to click, you know how to connect to data, you know how to clean it up, you know how to build out, a chart, a map, a line graph. But all of that is kind of secondary in that you need to be able to think like an analyst. So you could build out the most beautiful starburst chart, but if it's not actually saying anything of value, then you're just wasting your time and you're just spinning your wheels. So when you show up to an interview and you actually have a portfolio, this can operate as a conduit for you to showcase your critical thinking ability. So not only can you show, say, I've got this sales dashboard, you can also unpack why. Well, I think that deal size is very important here. And that's because, if the sales personas or people are actually on a deadline, they need to know that they can get a quick, small win. So deal size plus days to close. See, that ability for you to actually walk them through your thought process is hugely valuable in an interview. In fact, you may not actually approach, going back to the sales example, sales analytics the same way that they do. But the point in the interview is not to get the answer right, but to think about the problem in the right way. The last and the final benefit of getting an analytics portfolio built out is it showcases that you have initiative. So if you're building out a portfolio, that means that you've taken your own personal time to work on analytics. And this speaks volumes to a potential hire or a potential hiring manager, in that they are not going to want to babysit you and make sure that you're learning the new things, and they're not going to hold your hand. So if you show up to the interview with a portfolio actually built out, that's going to build a lot of trust for them. They're going to know that you aren't just going to be like a kindergartner that needs to be told, okay, well, you need to learn this by this date, here's the structure for your day. They can just trust that you're going to be able to execute on the tasks that they give you. And you might even be able to uncover problems that they don't even know they have. That's the difference between having initiative and not. You can actually lean forward and proactively solve problems that haven't even surfaced yet. So now that we've walked through the 3 different benefits of building out an analytics portfolio, how do you actually do this? Well, one way that I've done is I've used Tableau Public, which, for those of you who are not familiar with, Tableau is a data visualization software company, and they have a fantastic interface. But Tableau Private is actually pretty expensive. They came out with Tableau Public as a free version so that analysts can go on to their public server and publish the analysis they've done. I mean, it's definitely not altruistic on Tableau's part. This is great advertising for them because these dashboards are now starting to show up on LinkedIn and on Reddit and YouTube, and it's great advertising for them, but it also gives analysts who are looking for new opportunities a way to showcase their abilities as well. So Tableau Public is a great resource for you. It's free, and Tableau is super easy to use. So now that we've actually got the platform that you could build out this analytics portfolio, how would you go about doing this? Well, I'm going to walk you through 3 more examples of data sources that are actually pretty easy for you to get. So the first data set, if you are a sports fan, there's sports data everywhere. In fact, when I was interviewing Fabio Alamini, who is the analytics manager at Volvo Financial Services, he said that one of his potential hires actually showed up to the interview having built out a dashboard showcasing their fantasy football data. And this was really impressive to him because it shows that this candidate loves data, and not only does he love data, but he's using these analytical tools to find insights. The second data source is actually census or government data sources. If you go to any government website, you can actually download huge facets of data, and there's so many different insights you can find. And finally, this is a really interesting use case in that you have your own financial data. If, for example, you paid down a bunch of debt last year, maybe build out a dashboard to show the net gain or loss of how much you paid towards your debt each month. That would be a really interesting use case. So thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you like and subscribe and share this content if you found it helpful. And stay tuned because we're going to be posting at least 3 videos a week all the way through the end of June.